Hi, I'm Shane.
Hi. I'm Courtney.
And welcome back to our awkward dating lives.
Still in it.
Dating apps, they're pretty much the worst. And we both have turbulent histories with them.
Yeah, some people like them. Some people have found love.
Yeah, some people literally have gotten married through dating apps. Good for you guys.
Yeah.
Wow, how'd you do it?
But before we get started on bringing you into our awkward dating lives, why don't you punch that notification bell the way the loneliness punched my heart when I became single.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, when did you start using the dating app?
I think it started in like 2012.
Whoa.
Kicking it way back. I downloaded Tinder and I had it for 1 week. I set up my profile and I remember Damien had it at the same time. He started it up at the same time.
Did you guys match?
I wish. I made a profile, went a whole week, didn't get a single match. Nothing happened. And I was like, this sucks. And I deleted it. And then it wasn't until 2017.
Whoa!
5 years went by, and I was very newly single, like a month into being single.
Like it was still fresh.
Yeah, and you guys remember, like, in between takes and shoots, I was very just kind of like mopey and just kind of like trying to be positive, but it was hard. And then it was you and Bose who kind of like convinced me to be like, hey, you get on dating apps, like just do it.
Get back out there.
Get back out there. And I was like, you know what? Yeah. But I mainly used Bumble.
B.
That's a little B. That's a little B for Bumble. Tinder didn't do much for me, but Bumble, I found some success there.
It's very different from Tinder.
Yeah, it's incredibly different.
It's like because the girl has to message you first, otherwise they lose the match, something like that.
Yeah, so on Tinder, anyone can message first. You match with someone, it's like, who's gonna go for it? Bumble, if a girl matches with you, she has 24 hours to message you, the guy, first, or else the match just disappears into the ether.
That terrifies me. No, thank you.
So the main photo I had was my profile picture that's on Twitter and Instagram. It's just kind of everywhere. It's
blue
me,
background, red
blue
shirt.
background, because it shows my eyes.
Wow.
Yeah, I had just some like basic ass photos. Eventually though, I added a photo of me semi-shirtless. It's the photo of me wearing a Wonder Woman costume that I took in the bathroom at work.
That's funny.
Because I think it was Bose who was like, you need to throw a shirtless picture up there.
No, I disagree with that because if I see a shirtless pic, I'm like, that's
But
some type of way
let me
out.
tell you, I put it up there and then I started getting more matches.
Oh wait, what does your bio say?
So my bio said, I wasn't very good at it. I got very in my head about it. My bio said, what's your favorite book? Oh my gosh, that's my favorite too. Listen, I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it, but I got a lot of messages being like, we have the same favorite book. I'm like, that's right. What's up? No, I was never proud of that bio, okay?
It's a good bio. Hey, I'm gonna talk about how
bio.
I feel about your profile after I'm done talking about mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it was 2018.
Whoa.
I downloaded Tinder. And that's because that's way too nerve-wracking for me to be the first one because I'm terrible at flirting and have no game via text.
Did you ever message first?
Once, and I'll show the DM because it was such a killer like line, and then they just totally shut it down. But okay, so this is my profile.
So you actually have your profile.
Dating apps.
I destroyed it. I was like,
Yeah.
get this out of here.
Okay, so my first impression photo is actually my
That's
photo
really
I had
good.
here's my profile picture for Instagram and Twitter as well. It's like, I like food, but I'm also cute, but I also wear hats.
It's a big deal to a lot of guys.
Yeah, and then
But does she wear hats?
it's very conflicting with bios because you want to be like, this is who I am, but also I don't want to put myself out there too much because it's like scary. But mine was, I got a dog, but it's me who's a bitch.
That's actually really good. I like that.
Yeah, and then it was swiped to my last photo for a full body shot with a winky face, and then I know, and then you go, and then there's like, oh, this photo, nice, and then oh, this photo, me, and that photo, and that photo, and then the full body shot is me in a shark suit dabbing.
Got him.
Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see?
Dab. Another one that I had that failed miserably was I guarantee the date will end with the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme.
You're so
Come on, that's
such a
stupid.
dork.
That's funny.
No, you want to attract the right kind of person. So the person who thinks that funny, odds are someone you and like have a good time with. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's the thing. The more specific you get, yeah, you might get less matches, but you're gonna get when that right person will see it, they're gonna like it.
What are you drawing?
I'm drawing the most common saying on
Yeah.
all dating apps. Okay, so you match with a guy and say you think he's really attractive, really cool, you like his profile. Did what he messaged first matter?
There was a couple guys, yeah, the beginning of the conversation. I knew that when it was like, "What's up? How you doing? What are you cool?" I was like, "Okay, this is very bad."
You didn't care. Like if it was just a hey, you were kind of like, eh.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" But like, I just don't. I don't know how to do this. Like, I just am very bad at like beginning conversations when you're trying to like. Obviously, this is a function where we're being put together to flirt with each other and see if it works. And I'm like, I hate that where it's like, here's the setup that you have to do and conform to, and like I'm just like, oh, I'm not like other girls. I don't do this.
So edgy. It is tough because you don't know this person at all, and you don't know what they want.
Yeah.
And you don't know how you come across too.
Then again, my standards were very low when I went into the app. So if someone, just because, you know, my past,
I'm looking for a person that is a human. Wait, did you say what your first message was the time you messaged someone?
Yeah, I think I have a screenshot of it. Like, the guy was a computer engineer, or like, he said, like, basically I'm a robot in his bio, and...
You're like, sick, I love to robots.
Okay.
You sent a paragraph of binary?
Yeah. So I said, so are you a robot, or... And I said, your job title is V suspicious, to be honest. To prove you're human, you must retype this sequence. And then I did like numbers and letters spelling big dick energy. And then he said error code 4003. And I said,
and that was it.
That was the end.
He never responded after that. Oh, God. He was a robot.
Oh, he really was, dude.
I can't hate on you because my messages were not better. I went through the whole spectrum of trying to use the right lines. Because although Bumble, the girls had to message first, most of the time they simply just messaged hey. They knew, like, they're like, yeah, okay, on this app I have to message first. Sadie Hawkins, go f yourself. They would put me in a position where I had to come up with something clever. And I'm not great at that in those situations. The one I'm most proud of that did not do well, I messaged her saying, hey, I'm looking for someone to go skinny dipping in the La Brea tar pits with. You down? Obviously a joke. The La Brea tar pits are tar pits in LA they hold fossils, because if you fall in them, you die. You can't swim in them. So she responds, we would drown. And I respond, don't worry, I'll bring snorkels.
Oh my God.
No response.
No response?
No response after that.
Well, it's all like, for every 50 swipes, I swiped right 0 times. Like, I literally swiped a couple.
So you were just super picky.
I was super picky. There's a lot of red flags that I had where it was like, oh, every time a guy has a dog as their first picture, they're trying to appeal to you, being like, ooh, guess what? Look, I'm cute. I have a dog as my photo. Or if they have a shirtless pic, I'm like, ew. And then, I just like...
And if they have a pic with their face, I'm like, you're just trying to show off?
My worst nightmare photo is as follows.
Okay, oh, it's shirtless. Oh, got some abs.
And he got a puppy.
Oh, he's got a puppy. So he was shirtless and he had a dog. That's super effective.
That's a super dislike from me.
Check that out.
But that's just me. Like, I'm sure there's girls that are like, I want to see what the body looks like before I sign up for this. Like,
it was just, there was a lot of profiles where they just were clearly hiding everything. It was all very specific angles.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like
borderline
angles where you're only
catfishing.
seeing like a fourth of their face and it's weird lighting, and that's all that the photos are. So I'm just like,
MySpace?
So literally, some of them look like that, and I'm like, I just don't know what you look like at all.
Do you went on dates?
I actually went on dates. a couple months went by of just messages, failures. But I eventually matched with this girl who I thought was really cute. And we messaged for like a week, and a lot. It was just like, wow, we have a really good conversation going. She was really smart. And then we're like, let's meet up for coffee on this one day.
Nice.
And we met in person and we were talking and it just wasn't there. Like, it just wasn't the same.
It was just awkward?
No, it wasn't necessarily awkward. I could tell we were both nervous, which has made it tough.
Yeah.
Because we were both clearly aren't good at this sort of situation.
Were you being date shamed?
That's awesome.
No.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, no, that's same. Yeah, totally. A little bit. But in this case, I think I knew. I was like, this just isn't a thing. And so it was one of the first times ever, I think it was the first time ever on a first date. At the end of the date, it was fun. I had a lot of fun, but I kind of told her, I was like, I'm sorry, I don't think I'm feeling this.
In person?
Yeah, I told her in person. And it was actually fine. I think it's very important to do that. That's gonna be something I try to hold myself to forever.
It's really not super common to do that in person.
It's tough. It's so much easier to be like, I'm gonna go home and then text them like, sorry, meh, or oh, I can't hang out next time. And it was cool and it was like, all right, well, I'll see you later. And we're like, yeah, I hope to see you around. You're a very cool person.
Very healthy.
Yeah, because it's nice because then you don't have questions. You're not like, why didn't they like me? It's like you can tell them in person, oh, just no.
She probably, she agreed, right? Or was she,
I think
she like, wait?
No, she was very cool with it. It was very, very cool. And you never went on a date.
Okay, this is, all right, here we go, ready? Never went on a date, no, because I was not ready for that. I came close. I was interested in like kind of dating someone in my similar field of like film or like being creative in some way. And so he was like a film person and like his first message was like somewhat clever. So obviously I was like, oh my God, like, and what are you drawing?
I'm drawing what this guy looks like.
Oh yeah, he was very cookie cutter. He wanted to move to texting very fast, like immediately. And that was kind of weird, but I was super new to this stuff, new to dating apps, new to being alone. So I was like, okay, sure, like here's my number. I started texting and like, I kind of let him know that I'm just more there to just like talk and get to know people. And he was like, yeah, for sure. Like this is great. But then he started like really fixating on like, come on, like let's just go on one date. And then we don't even have to go on another one for a while.
And you were saying you didn't want to go on a date.
I was like, no, not really ready for that. Like, and he was like, okay, yeah, for sure. Like it was a classic, like totally, you can trust me. Like it's totally fine. But then like a couple minutes later, like, why don't I just really want to see you in person. Like we literally just one date and then we can chill. Like and not date for a while. And I was like, serial killer. Haha, so funny, right? Like not really. But then as it continued, it started making me a little anxious. Obviously, I'm not trying to put myself out there that much because I'm scared like there's always a chance that this person could be a fan or like somebody who's just not being honest about who they are. And so I was really trying to be like, hey man, like I'm just not ready to date or meet up yet. Like, sorry, like I just want to talk or like, this is kind of freaking me out. And he's like, yeah, like I totally get it. Like people are complex, like men more so than women. Just like how male skin is much more durable than female skin that is flexible and is much more malleable and stuff like that.
And is better for lamps in my living room.
I literally, as a joke, was like, haha, wow, can't believe I'm talking to a serial killer. Like, haha. And he was like, I was just stating a fact. Like, I'm just talking to you. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine.
He puts down his phone and his roommates are like, did you use the skin line on her? Girls love that skin line about how men's skin is better than women's skin. What the hell?
It continues. So he had my number. I gave my number away way too quick. Obviously, lesson learned on that. It had been 48 hours.
And you had not met him. You'd never met
him. 48 hours of like messaging and like I love conversation where it's like not just like what's up, what you doing, just chilling, cool. Like I love actually talking about stuff. Like paragraph texting, down for it. But this paragraph texting was getting a little too intense and it got to a point where I was like, hey man, like this is a little overwhelming. I think we should stop. Like I just don't know how I feel about this. And he freaked out. It was like paragraphs on paragraphs of being like, no, like I really want you to just give me a chance. Like if we just hung out once or like the last thing I wanted is to stop talking. Meanwhile, he'd been sending me videos from YouTube that he was in, so it's like possible that he may have been a fan. Because So he was like trying to get me to see his YouTube stuff, but I decided to block him because it was just, he freaked out. So I blocked him on my phone. I think I unmatched with him on the app. That must be why I can't find the DMs. And here's the thing. He could be a totally normal guy. It's just unfortunate how these several things kept happening that were not in his favor. Also, don't talk about skin to women. Like,
yeah,
it was a lot.
It's also, it's weird, like I said, when you don't know the person, when you don't see them, there's a million ways to read ahead.
Yeah, that definitely turned me off from dating apps in general. I was like, this is scary and weird.
So
and
that's when you shut off.
Yeah,
the apps.
and that was a long time ago. I was only on there for a couple months and then just like, it was over. No, thank you.
The second time I actually met someone in person from Bumble, it was not terrifying like that, but I will say, being a guy, it's a lot easier dating. I'm not worried about...
No girls talk about skin with you?
No girls were trying to murder me. I'm just like, come on, ladies, kill me.
Get at me, just kill me.
So I messaged this one girl who seems really cool. Let's like grab lunch or something sometime. I went and we met up at a diner somewhere, and then like
diner.
And like talked. It was really cool. And then so this person I actually ended up kind of dating for a couple months. And she was really cool. It was actually great. And I was like, wow, the dating apps do have potential. Like, I will say, after that, I was like, oh, there's definitely a lot of potential from these things.
Aww. When was that? I don't remember that.
This was only a couple months later from the first date one. And then 2018 rolls by. The beginning of 2018. And I'm still on the apps, and this is when it starts to get really like, I start to fall into a hole of it. And I'm swiping through a lot, and I see it just messing with me. I see myself getting really insecure from it because I'm thinking a lot about like how much matches I'm getting or how much success I'm getting from it. And I'm like, nothing's happening from this. What does that say about me? And I'm also, worse, the reason I really got done with them was how much I was judging other people. Because I'm swiping through, and I'm doing this every day, and I'm swiping through a bunch of profiles, and each of these profiles is a human being. And I'm getting to the point where I'm just going, no.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. And I'm like, these are people, and I'm starting to judge people for the smallest of things. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what type of picture they have as their first, or oh, that's a weird angle. That must mean they're hiding something. I'm not kidding. It sounds messed up now.
No, it's real. It's
but
real.
I got into that place. Oh, I need to stop this.
Yeah.
I need to stop this because this is going to turn me into someone who's never going to be happy with my dating life.
I'm like very curious the mindset of people who have found success on the app. Like Joven met his wife on Tinder. Yes.
What? I didn't even know that.
I think there's a few people we know that like met their wives on dating apps, which is so crazy and so cool. I just have such a hard time getting to know somebody, and it's very hard judging on looks and stuff because like I have so many other priorities than looks first, like sense of humor, taste in music. Like there's like different things, and there's a lot of guys on that app that are just on there to bang, and like
for sure,
so opposite of what I was trying to do.
It also made there be a pressure for dating that I felt like I needed to be dating, or else if I'm not, then oh crap, I'm not out there. I'm failing. I don't know what it was messing with me. So one day I deleted the app, and I deleted all the data from the app as
now
well.
I can't look at your DMs.
I was just like, I want to erase it completely, and I never want to go back. When it comes to dating, it's like, oh, if I meet someone out there that I connect to, then that's great, and that will happen if I keep my eyes open. But I felt like dating apps were in many ways keeping my head down, and it's like I'm only gonna find something through this, and so I'm not looking in real life anymore.
For a long time, I thought I needed to have a boyfriend or some kind of partner to make me feel validated, and I realized in these last few months that's like so not true, and validation can come from a lot of things, including making videos for you guys and making people happy, and because you don't need to just have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whoever to make them happy to make you feel validated. There's other ways. Don't put yourself in situations that you aren't happy in just because you feel like you have to.
Everybody's different, and your dating life is going to be different from everybody else's. That's okay.
And if you have a photo of you and your nips and a puppy, get gone. I'm out. If any of you ladies out there enjoy skinny dipping in tar pits, then here's your boy.
Find me.
Find him.
Find me.
Search.
Please.
Please comment down below if you have any similar experiences. I would love to hear scary Tinder stories.
Yeah.
Or scary date stories.
Or comment what your bio would be.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
What would your Tinder bio be? And once again, make sure to punch that notification bell.
Pouch it!
Pouch it! Falcon punch it, right? Falcon punch. Bye.
Whoa, that was some stuff that you just watched. Hey, if you want to watch our previous episode of this weird series, hit that box up top.
And Smosh Summer Games starts tomorrow, so if you haven't watched the announcement trailer, you click that right there. Do it now.
Yeah.